We are live now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we are live
now. So if you want to behave in any way you don't want the whole world to see, control yourself.
Buy me a laptop.
I don't watch on Facebook.
You just go to the page. We are streaming from this page. On Facebook, the page on Facebook. Should you have any? Sir, hello, are you on this page? Are you on this page? Are you on the fundLAUTECH page? I just want to confirm if you can view the video that we are on live now.
Okay, let me check.
So that we can correct if there's anything we need to correct.
Go and tell mommy to.
That is it. You can see the video.
Samson, hello? Light size for
Saeed. Check if I live stream. Check if I live stream.
You can see it. Okay.
Surely, this is what people are complaining about. The orientation is not good.
What did you say?
The orientation.
Good. Don't call it.
That is how it's supposed to be. Again, continue. Tí máa ṣe báyìí.
Ṣé àwọn èèyàn máa gbé fún wọn báyìí ni? Kò ṣeé ṣe báyìí.
Tí máa ṣe báyìí.
Ṣé wọ́n ti ń wò bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ẹ tó máa ṣe wọ́n ti ń wò. Yà tó máa fẹ́ wò wọ́n lè wò báyìí because.
Check the audio. Don't worry. Give me the audio. Let me check the audio.
Get the audio until you speak to the mic.
Because
Start now.
Mr. Bayo.
Ẹ ti get nǹkan tí mo sọ àbí you have to tweak your device. Ó kàn máa rí ọ̀rọ̀ gidi like this. Audio yẹn until they start I can't get the audio because people were they sọ̀rọ̀ direct síbí they can speak to that one and feed us.
Bayo, please come. Shola, please come. Saeed, please come. All of you, please come.
Mi mọ àwọn ará wọn nìkan náà fún best.
Please, all cameras, they say you should be in straight line because of the photo, still photographers. Let's give it. Oh, yeah.
Are you starting?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to this historical meeting today because history is about to be made about the great Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. It's with great honor and privilege that I welcome everybody here to this event, and I especially welcome the gentlemen of the press. You're welcome to this meeting. Like I said earlier, history is about to be made in this place, and we hope that posterity, at the end of the day, will be kind to us, especially the initiators of this great, the fundLAUTECH team, because we all know that LAUTECH needs to be saved from whatever it is that is the peculiarity that has become the challenge of that institution. My name is Bibola Shefwamao, and I'm a proud alumnus of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Today, I'll be your host with Fumi Adegun, and we'll just get into it. It will be my honor and privilege to invite Dr. Saeed Adejobi to give the opening prayer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Shall we pray? We thank Almighty God for the opportunity He has granted us to be here this afternoon. This program is long overdue, and we thank Him because He has granted us the grace to be able to hold it eventually. The purpose for which we are all here, we pray that God will be with us and help us in this assignment. LAUTECH shall be back and be better. LAUTECH shall be great again. This initiative shall be one to be reckoned with in generations to come. And because of this effort we are putting on, LAUTECH shall come back bigger and better. We pray for everybody that is connected with LAUTECH one way or the other, the students, the staff, the host community. We pray that God will grant everybody the strength and the tenacity, the zeal and the enthusiasm to embrace this initiative in bringing back the glory of LAUTECH. LAUTECH shall be great again, inshallah, because of that.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we all rise for the national anthem? One, two, three, go. LAUTECH anthem. I want us to take the LAUTECH anthem while they are all here. Thank you. It's my joy to welcome the initiators. I'd like to introduce or present to us all Mr. Bayo Adeyinka, Sister Mother Sister, Dr. Saeed Adetunbi, Shola Kolawole, Enrique Rocco, Tunde Ajayope. All right. Okay, so can we all rise and take the LAUTECH anthem together?
Shall we take it?
To sing, LAUTECH, ever militant, ever stable, fighting for peace, love and justice, intimidation we condone not. Great LAUTECH, I'm proud of you. Great LAUTECH, you make me great. Let's join hands to make our great. Excellency, integrity, and service shine.
Don't let everybody take your energy away. I remember that when we get started to shine, we really shine. So don't let everybody take your energy away. LAUTECH will not be dead. Alright, so let's Fumi would introduce the guests.
Thank you very much, Fumi. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. While the LAUTECH Akintola University anthem was going on, it tickles me to see some really old men. And when you imagine the young students, it makes me have goose pimples, really. Well done, sirs and ma'ams. Yes, we go straight to the introduction of guests. We have the caretaker SUG present in our midst, the one who set up student unionism in LAUTECH. And well, like I have it here, he was the first caretaker, chairman of the alumni. And I really like him, I really like to welcome him to the high table too. He's, well, let's start clapping. He is no one but Alhaji Sikiru Owonikoko. You're welcome. We also have a one-time SDG president in our midst, in person of Mr. Kazim Sulaiman. You're welcome, sir. Also in our midst, we have ID Aluta, a one-time SDG president. We also have Barrister Akinabi, a legal consultant for the hashtag fundLAUTECH. You're welcome, Barrister. We also have Mr. Samson Awoyoku, who is the national PRO of the alumni. I would like to have on the ITO. Mr. Samson Awoyoku. We also welcome the pressmen, Channels, Tribune, Vanguard, NTA, NAN. You're welcome. We recognize the presence of the chief host. They say, in person of Mr. Engineer, pardon me, Engineer Tayo Fakunda, who is the chairman of your state alumni. Would like to have your attention with that. Engineer Tayo Fakunda, would like to have your attention with that. So next on the agenda is a video presentation.
So while we get technically ready for the video presentation, you can start tweeting on fundLAUTECH. You're here already, so the hashtag is fundLAUTECH. You can tweet at fundLAUTECH. That's a Twitter handle. And I think that we'll do so much good for ourselves if we start talking about it on social media. So tweet with the hashtag fundLAUTECH. You can tweet at fundLAUTECH also, and you can start giving your comments and suggestions on that Twitter hashtag. And the website is www.fundlautech.com. So I'd like to check on Twitter and see that some people are actually talking about it. And they are the people in this room who have personal information of what is going on. Thank you very much. If you're yet to like the page on Facebook, it's also the same name, fundLAUTECH. So you can just do a quick search and like the page, share the images that you have there, and let's make this go viral.
You should not remove all those ones. It's not all those ones, just important. Is he playing there? Shouldn't play now.
Okay, so while we wait and get this technical each over, I think that it would just be good enough that the administrator makes his first speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to recognize the presence of the freshmen who are here today. Thank you so much for making it out here. NTA, AIT, channels, Vanguard newspapers, Happening Radio, Tribune, News Agency of Nigeria. We're so happy that you could make it to this purpose-making event. Thank you so much. And to the viewers who are watching us for streaming live, who are watching us from anywhere where you are all over the world, we believe that this is a record-breaking event, and we thank you for joining us live. I want to thank everybody who has made our time to be physically present here. People who came all the way from Abuja, people who came all the way from Ogbomoso, people who were able to make it here. We thank you. We want to thank representatives of the National Alumni Expo. We want to thank our chief host, Engineer Tayo Pakonda, and the National PRO, Samson Owoyo. Thank you so much for making it out here. I'll just go straight forward to the speech. The title of my speech today is There Was a University. There was a university. My name is Bayo Adeyinka. I'm Adebayo Adeyinka. I'm a banker, and I'm a proud, I'm an alumnus of that prestigious university. LAUTECH made me who I am today. While I was on campus in LAUTECH, I was the deputy speaker of the Student Representative Council in 1995, and I was the president of the Student Union Government between 1997 to 1998. Today, I'm a very senior banker, and I thank LAUTECH for what I have done. I also want to recognize the presence of the co-initiators of the fundLAUTECH idea, the fundLAUTECH concept. Dr. Said Adetumbi, Dr. Said Adetumbi is a lecturer at LAUTECH. He's also a proud alumnus, and we're proud to say that he had his first degree in LAUTECH, he had his master's, and he had his PhD. So it's LAUTECH through and through. I also want to recognize Tunke Ajayi Ope, who is also an alumnus of the prestigious university. Can you put your hands together? He's a publisher. I also want to recognize the presence of the only person who was a two-time president of the Student Union Government. Two-time, you know. And somebody was asking yesterday, how related were you president in 100 level, you know, and 500 level? And the person is Rokpo Egbeleke. And also, the last and certainly not the least, he was also a former president of the Student Union Government, popularly called The Revolution. His name is Shola Kolawole. So I want to thank you again, and I'll just go straight to my speech. The title of the speech is There Was a University. When I got an admission to study mechanical engineering in late 1992, I was overjoyed. I had the choice of studying at other universities around the country, but my choice was LAUTECH, simply because it represented a new vista of hope in the country's educational landscape. It was the first state university of technology in the entire Southwest. We were also told that the master plan was a copy of that of Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife. It was gratifying to see the dedication of the first set of lecturers who were willing to sacrifice in order to set a glorious standard for a university they were passionate about. And let me mention the late Professor Ruben Olafenwa Ayeni, popularly called our Ayeni Cornell, of blessed memory, who was a former president of the Mathematical Association of Nigeria, and who also chaired the panel set up by the National Educational Research and Development Council to provide curriculum on mathematics for primary and secondary schools, which was later transformed into the syllabus that is presently being used by both WAEC and NECO. That's one of the founding fathers of LAUTECH. I thought you put your hands together. The late Professor John Ono Edeo, who was a first-class graduate of chemical engineering and who set up the chemical engineering department of LAUTECH. He was a researcher of high repute, and he created the LAUTECH Akitola distillery, which had a retail outlet in Ibadan at the time. Professor Emmanuel Babajide Lucas, a professor of agricultural engineering and one of the pioneers of the profession in Nigeria, strutted the engineering landscape in LAUTECH like a colossus. He holds a BSc in mechanical engineering, an MSc in civil engineering, and he is also a professor of agricultural engineering, a true founding father of LAUTECH. The late Professor Teslim Raji, a professor of electronics and electrical engineering, who was one of the foundational teachers at the University of Ife and was a visiting professor at the Triest Research Institute, Italy. These men and many more gave birth to a university whose products are acclaimed worldwide due to the rigors of academic work. Now, according to techpoint.ng, a reputable online IT website, 4 out of 10 technology-oriented professionals in Nigeria that pass through traditional universities are LAUTECH alumni. The university was noted as one of the 3 universities with the most influential tech communities in Nigeria. And for 3 consecutive sessions in 2003, 2004, and 2005, LAUTECH was adjudged by the Nigerian Universities Commission NUC as the best state university in Nigeria. At that time, it seemed LAUTECH was unstoppable. But alas, LAUTECH is now a shadow of itself, going by perennial strikes which have crippled the university and seriously diminished the progress of the fledgling institution. More worrisome is the current ongoing strike, which has gone on for more than 8 months now. The owner states, Oyo and Osun governments, have not been able to honor their obligation by releasing funds for payment of salaries to LAUTECH staff. Consequently, the destinies of 26,360 undergraduates, 2,000 part-time undergraduates, 1,561 postgraduates, and 2,601 professional postgraduate students hang in the balance. According to Oluseun David Onigbide of Budget, and I quote him, a student of LAUTECH is at the same level he or she was in 2015. That's the same level for 2 years. That's the same period a student in private university is halfway through. A PhD student will be done in a year, and even those who did masters in UK are back. End of quote. But it's worse than that. If you were 25 years in 2015 and stranded in LAUTECH as a final year student, chances are that your employment prospect years benchmark that most organizations hire as new employees. The last time LAUTECH mobilized students, several have lost job opportunities due to the strike action as they couldn't get academic references. May I say here at this juncture that I met a young guy who works for one of the banks in Nigeria. And this guy right now is at the verge of losing his job, all because he needs to give his academic reference before he will get confirmed as a full-time staff of the bank. But he has been unable to secure the academic reference, and his job is now hanging in the balance. And there are several others like that. Many have lost scholarship opportunities due to inability to submit their academic transcripts when required. I spoke to someone at the University of Ibadan who is doing his masters at the University of Ibadan last Saturday. He's also an alumnus of LAUTECH, and he told me how frustrated he was and how, even though he's doing his masters, he has been unable to secure his transcripts because of the strike. The local economy has suffered greatly due to this strike. Hotels, restaurants, traders, and other micro enterprises have experienced recession not seen in many years, all because the economy of that environment revolves around the university. I even understand that there has been no electricity on LAUTECH campus for weeks because the university can't pay high BEDC power bills. Alas, there was a university. The day a lecturer friend of mine begged for 1,000 naira was the day I knew we could form LAUTECH team with the quota towards solving this problem. After several weeks of consultation and serious brainstorming, the initiators of the obligations of the staff of LAUTECH, our aim is to raise 1 billion naira in 90 days. Can I say that again? Our aim is to raise 1 billion naira in 90 days. This is the first time this kind of model is being adopted on this and not make an attempt and succeed. So our aim is to raise 1 billion within 90 days. The current wage bill of LAUTECH is 300. We shall succeed. Amen. A big public. We would have a full thing as recommended by the visitation panel is both short-term and long-term. Short-term in the academic work can resume in earnest. To achieve this, we shall also run a social media campaign called My LAUTECH Story. We started with the pictures and the hashtag, and right after this unveiling, we're going to My LAUTECH Story, where those directly affected by the strike will shoot 30 seconds video, not more than 30 seconds. So wherever you are watching me from Ibadan, from Lagos, from Abuja, you're watching me from the UK, you're watching me from America, I encourage you to shoot just 30-second videos that will detail your LAUTECH story and that will highlight your predicament and post same on social media with the hashtag fundLAUTECH. Our aim is to sustain the conversation around LAUTECH both through the traditional and social. Involves visits to high-profile citizens in a bid to resolve these unpassed once and for all. It is ironic that in 1989, a higher education appeal fund realized the sum of 19 million naira in cash and pledges from the launching of the new university then called Oyo State University of Technology, OSTEC. Tragically, 28 years after, we had to raise money again from the general public to fund the salaries of the institution. On that day in 1989, Chief NKO Abiola, who was the chief launcher, donated the sum of 2,050,000 naira in Ibadan. He would eventually become the first chancellor of the university in 1991. It is in honor of the memory of his name that we decided to unveil the fundLAUTECH initiative in Ibadan, and also on June 12th, a day dedicated to the memory of Abiola's sacrifice. And that is why we're using this medium to appeal to the current chancellor of LAUTECH University of Technology, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is a legacy and it must not die in your hands. You are the current midwife, and history will remember whatever you have done. We encourage you to please come to our aid, talk to the two owner state governors who belong to your party, and come to the rescue of over 30,000 undergraduates who right now, their fates are hanging in the balance. So for us, what we are doing today is matching history with legacy. To this end, we appeal to all alumni members and all friends and well-wishers to please contribute generously to this project. Your gifts will enable the students go back to school. Your gifts will save some jobs. Your gifts will help some people to move on in life. No amount is too small or too big to come to the aid of a once reputable university. LAUTECH must not die. We assure you of transparency and accountability in the management of the fund, as a consortium of alumni members will oversee the fund. We are also engaging ASU and SANU to join us in managing the fund. We have made plans for a board comprising of reputable citizens to also superintend over the fund as a second level check. Daily updates will be given on the website www.fundlautech.com on amounts received. If you don't mind, I would like the members of the fundLAUTECH team to please rise up. Permit me to pray on behalf of the #fundLAUTECH project team that we pray that God's judgment will fall on us and on our generations if we embezzle or misappropriate the monies that are raised in Jesus' name. Amen. We sit down. We do not pretend to have all the solutions to this problem, but we decided we will not sit on the fence either. We are tired of just being mere critics. We are not afraid of failing. We will rather try and fail than do nothing and succeed. In the words of Theodore Roosevelt, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in the worldly cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall neither be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. We have come with it, and when you desire, you don't retire, but you refire to your heart. That this is the first time that may I also say, at the risk of sounding immodest, that this is the very first time that I believe any alumni event is being streamed live. Finally, I would like to specially recognize and thank our donating money. I want to thank our very first donor, Mr. Ijaya Opeyemi Babatunde. Thank you for believing in me. God bless you. God bless you. I want to thank everybody.
Thank you very much, sir. That was epic. If that doesn't inspire you to put your money down, nothing else will inspire you. Nothing else. Nothing else. So we'll show the video now and we'll move on from there. Okay. Is this going to work or we move on? it on fundLAUTECH.com. You can check on the Facebook page. You're here already, so you can just watch it and enjoy it.
On that day, the chief launcher, late Chief MKO Abiola, donated the sum of 2,050,000 naira. He would later become the first chancellor of the university, later renamed LAUTECH University of Technology, LAUTECH. The first academic session started October 19, 1990, with a total of 436 undergraduate students across 4 faculties. For 2 consecutive sessions in 2003 and 2004, LAUTECH University of Technology, LAUTECH, was adjudged by the Nigeria Universities Commission as the best state university in Nigeria. Today, the story is different. For the past 8 months, except for a very brief period, LAUTECH has been on strike. A total outstanding salaries of 7 billion naira is being owed lecturers and other staff. The monthly wage bill is around 350 million naira. Unfortunately, the 2 other state governments have been unable to solve the problem. Let me tell you why this should be a matter of national emergency. Number 1, the last time LAUTECH graduated any student was 2015. That was the last time the university mobilized any student for the national youth service. Thousands of students should have graduated since 2015. They are currently striking. Second, several students have lost scholarship and job opportunities all over the world because they can't connect their transcripts. Some can't connect their references. The opportunities missed can't be quantified in terms of naira and kobo. Thirdly, graduate has gone because people are idle. Some young girls are turned to prostitution. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. A gun in the hand of an undergraduate student does not identify in all these complaints between victims from Oshun or other states. Fourthly, the local economy is dead. Think of hotels, restaurants, okada riders, petty traders, and other micro enterprises who depend on the university to survive. Fifthly, there's been no electricity on LAUTECH campus for 3 weeks now. IUDC has cut off supply because of inability to pay bills. We can no longer afford to fold our hands. And that is why I'm stepping forward with other former graduates of the institution to adopt this crowdfunding approach. We want to raise 1 billion naira in 90 days with the ultimate aim of raising the outstanding bill of 7 billion naira. How can we achieve this? Please donate any amount, 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 100,000 naira, 1 million naira, any amount at all to this initiative. Individually, we can do very little, but together we can achieve a lot. I assure you of absolute transparency as representatives of ASU, SANO, alumni, and myself will manage this initiative. All donations will be acknowledged on the crowdfunding website. This concerns you as much as it concerns me. Visit fundLAUTECH.com to donate. Thank you.
Before you donate money, I think the first thing you should donate
before you donate money, I think the first thing we should donate is our social media presence. So I think you can just go to fundLAUTECH.com now, or go to the page, to the Facebook page, and just share this video, so that people who ask questions, what do they want to use this money for? How do they want to go about it? And they are just making noise, can at least have an understanding of what is going on there. So please go to that page and share the video. I think that would go a long way to answer many questions. Like he said in his speech, it's not like there is a pretense to have all the solutions to the problems. But this would go a long way in answering many questions and in generating answers and more suggestions. Would invite all the co-initiators to put in their speech or comments or ideas. I'll start from you, sir. Then you pass the mic.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shola. I am a graduate of the Department of Urban Nigerian Planning at University of Technology. On my grace of God, I was opportune to be the president of the Student Union between 2002 and 2004. Incidentally, that was the period when for almost about 3 years consecutively, LAUTECH was the best state university in Nigeria. Today, it appears that what we all struggled to build and project to the world is being brought down by the negligence of the custodians of that great legacy. And here today, we are trying to stand on the threshold to make a statement and to continue the conversation around the sustenance of that legacy, that we should not allow LAUTECH to die. Coming on board this initiative entailed a lot of sacrifice, and we all had to bury our ego to come to the point of going cap in hand all over the world just to make sure that that university continues to exist. We don't want it to go into extinction, and we'll do all we can to make sure that LAUTECH comes back better and stronger than ever. Having said that, the crowdfunding initiative will only succeed if alumni, members of LAUTECH, friends of LAUTECH, parents, guardians, and all well-wishers get on this platform and donate. So I'm imploring my friends all over the world, everyone that has been part of things that I've been part of, and everyone that understands the things that I stand for, that this is a worthy cause. I urge you to contribute. I want to assure you that everything will be well accounted for, and it will be transmitted to the appropriate quarters when this crowdfunding initiative comes to its terminal end. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. My name is Rocco Ebeneke. I graduated from LAUTECH in 2005 from the Department of Agronomy. I was fortunate to be the president of the Student Union government 2001, 2002, 2004, 2005. So I happen to be the only one that have a predecessor and a successor being the same person. My major appeal to fellow Nigerians, because LAUTECH University of Technology It's not about Oyo State or Osun State. We have friends that are from Delta, that schooled in that Tech. We are from Rivers, we are from Kaduna, even we are from Niger, Iboki, and Cameroon that came to LAUTECH. I don't want to repeat what they have said. Being the best state university for 3 years, it was also rated the best campus for 3 years. But having said that, I pity a lot of people that have their first degree, second degree, and their third degree in LAUTECH. Me, no, I have to be frank and bold. A lot of people are looking at us here. I got into my post this morning. I don't have anything in alliance with the majority of them here, but there is something that connects us together, which is not negotiable. The survival of LAUTECH. Again, in future, if I present my PhD from Erasmus University and you call himself student and the greatest loser of this battle between the unions and the state. After the battle, outstanding of salaries will be paid. Government have someone that lost a job because the university cannot verify his certificate. All things, for me, my radical opinion is that we should do everything possible to make sure we kickstart when other initiatives, protests, fasting and prayer, political lobby continue. Students must be on campus.
I'm equally a graduate of LAUTECH. I graduated from the Department of Fine and Applied Arts. While on campus, I was the pioneering Senate President of Faculty of Environmental Students Association. And I'm the co-initiator of the fundLAUTECH Crowdfunding Initiative. Having said this about myself, it is not to grandstand. And like Rocco had said before me, we are not trying to appeal to our own ego. We are only trying to appeal to you out there. We are only trying to appeal to you. If LAUTECH had ever meant anything to you, I know some friends of mine who had inboxed me and said, I've graduated, it doesn't matter. If you think about it, wherever you are now, the foundation of whatever you are is probably your secondary school. 9 people had died across the various unions, deaths which necessarily they may not have died. Deaths which resulted from not being able to pay medical bills. These people are family members. About 2 of them are women who had left their husbands to be a widower now. And the rest are men. I know of people who will call me and say, please, but education is a social responsibility. I dare say that probably if the children of those who govern us attend public institutions, I dare say that probably if the children of our House of Reps members, Senate members, attend institutions like LAUTECH, or any one of them had graduated from LAUTECH, and they do not carry 8 degrees, which we do not know where they got it from, maybe the situation of LAUTECH wouldn't have been like this. Because it is of the fact that he who labors is deserving of his cost of labor. Then why suffer them? Why suffer lecturers? Why suffer administrators? Why suffer everybody that earns a living from this estate? Is our individual and collective effort. We believe this is our own give back to the university. And we are not done yet. Until that school is open, until LAUTECH is open, we will not keep quiet. We will trend it, we will meet people, we will talk, and we will attend interviews. We are not saying we are antagonistic. Please don't get this wrong. All we are saying is open our school. Reopen our school. A friend was calling me and he said, what you guys did, we are in your support. Because I wouldn't want to tell my child that, see where that barracks is, that used to be my university. And if care is not taken, and this is the reason why I'm challenging every alumni out there watching us, and who will later watch this video, to please, do not only donate, use your influence. Over time, we've had a lot of us who have been placed strategically. Who knows whether for a time like this, that's why you are where you are. I have to hand over to the last amongst us, who incidentally has 3 degrees from university. So I guess he knows how the shoe pains him more. But please, let's fund LAUTECH together. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Adetunbi Said. Like they've always said, I back 3 different degrees in LAUTECH. My BTech, my MTech, and my PhD, all from LAUTECH. This is not a mistake, it's my choice. And I tell you this afternoon, that's where we are 18 months now. This set of students, where age limitation is a very big constraint. You can see what the future holds for a LAUTECH student. Our situations whereby a fellow worker in LAUTECH have had to beg for as low as 2,000 naira just to survive a day, not knowing what will happen the following day. That is the situation of LAUTECH today. For over 5 weeks now, there has not been electricity on the campus of LAUTECH. The reason is not perfect. The school can no longer afford to pay electricity. That is my University of Technology, an institution where I back 3 different degrees. LAUTECH has given me life. LAUTECH has given me meal ticket in the degrees I have. I can actually fold my hand and wait the day when this will be resolved and I'll have all my money back. But I have a time that being wasted, whose future is hanging, and whose hope is dreaming by the day. I'm worried, I'm concerned. Not because, perhaps, if I've not been able to back my degrees in LAUTECH, I mean, they need to contribute meaningfully to the development of this nation. This can only be possible. Let it be said of me that I try my bit. LAUTECH must be removed. Now, for now, or at least LAUTECH should graduate students and give life to people.
I'll start by inviting Mr. I.D. Aluta, Mr. Idowu Adeniji to Mr. Idowu Adeniji was the one-time ICT president.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm still standing on the existing protocols. I am Adeniji aka ID Aluta. I became the SUG president in 2010 and I graduated from the Department of Civil Engineering in 2012. I don't really have much to say than to appreciate the efforts of the university because we have been suffering a lot. I'm one of the affected students because I've started my master's program since 2013 to 2014. Up till now, I'm still doing the program. I'm appealing to you all to come to the rescue of LAUTECH, and by God's grace, LAUTECH will rise again.
where do we start from? When LAUTECH started, maybe we should give you a background. We started when there were dust everywhere. Some people started using that. And if that was where we were. And today, that university that gave us hope, that gave us life. Let me state this. Apart from being a graduate of LAUTECH, I'm married to an alumni too. So you can see, though I don't have 2 degrees from LAUTECH, but I started my family from LAUTECH. See that the way either directly or indirectly, I am a stakeholder in LAUTECH. Now, from LAUTECH, it doesn't concern them what they did. The implications are many. Okay? Neither can you get any academic reference to go further. That means if you are on your own organization and you need references, that means you can. For adventure, you want to change from one organization to another. 30,000 students that are stranded, it affects LAUTECH. So when I was called last week, it affects virtually everybody that has one or two things to do with LAUTECH. You need to go to Ogbomoso. Ogbomoso is a ghost town. In fact, I must tell you, Ogbomoso today is worse than how we met it in 1990. Because I could tell you what happened in 1990, what has happened. Everything is standstill. So it is about the students, it is about the community.
PRO of the alumni.
I've been someone encouraged since morning, and I'm hoping I will not betray my emotions this afternoon. And I think as an alum this afternoon, with few words to our energy and resources in unison. Maybe if we fight, and one day, soon that we become the first in Africa, I want to join my voices with others to make a passionate appeal to the following people. They should look at actions and the gross ineptitude of the visitor. Intervene not because he's the leader, because destinies are wasting visitors to the university. To please make a rethink. We know, we are aware, but there is always a way out of this crisis. They should look down on LAUTECH. LAUTECH that in 2003 to 2005 was the best. I can't imagine the rating of LAUTECH if we come out today. Let me also say this as a representative of the alumni. I've tried to script down a few things, and I think it will augur well for this gathering to at least show you the little we have done as an alumni. There was a visitation panel where we bore our minds to the Boiler-led visitation panel, and upon the release of the white paper, we agreed to a larger percentage of the submission and conclusion of Dr. Bagjojo Technical Committee on the white paper released weeks ago. We admonished all and sundry, especially workers within the university, to please cooperate with the KPMG to carry out the financial and forensic audit, which will be a pathway to a concrete platform for a better model of financing LAUTECH. To our visitors, Dr. Abiola Jimobi and Raouf Aregbesola of Osun,
We appeal to you, don't be too comfortable with the unpleasant status quo. Your limitations should not becloud your sense of patriotism to the over 30,000 abandoned students and staff of the university. I challenge you once again to show commitment. Don't make LAUTECH an orphan and continue to pamper the Osun State University and the newly established the future of those who are unconsciously jeopardizing. And I dare make moves in furtherance of our effort to ensure that the university is opened. We've made recommendations, and the president and all other executives have also met with the acting president on a possible takeover of the university. We met in brick wall. The explanations they gave are tenable. If you go around our federal universities, they are also shadow of themselves to a land they promised us 27 years ago. If you carefully study the ethics of the university, you will know that the founding fathers of this university, they have a developmental agenda. The agenda is simple: to make LAUTECH a Western State University, a university that will be adaptable, that will be adopted by all Yoruba-speaking nations. And I think this has transcended the 6 states within the Southwest. People are coming from the north, from the south, from the southeast. The only thing we can do is to sustain this legacy. Finally, we are lending our voice to this initiative, and we pray fervently for the survivor. The token on behalf of the Alumni Association will be dropped in due course, hopefully before the close of work today. And we are also appealing to friends of LAUTECH and alumni members to partner with the team fundLAUTECH to ensure that this dream becomes a reality. The pathway of restoration is rough, is untidy, and extremely painful. But we can and we shall. LAUTECH shall be great once again. Thank you so much.
LAUTECH must not die. While he was speaking, I noticed someone in our midst shedding tears. It was really so inspiring, so touching. So I'd like to recognize what awaits them in the future if this continues. So, like Mumi rightly quotes here, this will only succeed. So it is not about the inspiring goodwill messages. It is about questions going on in our minds. You can ask your questions. We'll read them out here.
That's number one question. Then the second one, the first pillar, make the privilege to know how much you donated. Having gone through your speech, know how far you have gone.
Another question, so we can take them together.
I think the Osun State government also complement the long-term approach. Honestly, for me, I do not consider it satisfactory, because institution, like university, it's more or less like an organized sector that cannot continuously rely on just charity and philanthropic gesture alone to survive. Please, beyond this, when you raise this 1 billion naira now, and eventually you even meet your target of 7 billion naira, and then the student they all go back to school. After a while, say 1 or 2 years, do we not go back to this same road? Why not come out with more or less a lasting solution beyond, or rather than revisiting this issue over and over and over and over again? If you're really so passionate, plan should be all encompassing, not just would speak to well-meaning Nigerians to always come and donate. It should go beyond that, and so I want you to consider that. Thank you.
Any other question from men of the press?
welcome. My name is Winnie Marwanisa, that committee here in Singapore. Please, can I know the level of involvement of NUC concerning these challenges? What is their stand?
Just want your reactions because there's some information that the school has received $14 billion last night. They are talking of 97 bank accounts. How will you react to this?
Do we have any other person who wants to ask a question?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for all the questions. Thank you. The outstanding salaries right now that are in 90 days, 3 months. Now we need to get that very clear. Now, are we saying that it is until we start negotiations and to get the university opened? You know, what we're trying to say is this in essence. No auditing can be done while the university is closed. The auditing can only be done to pay the salaries per se. But because of those debts and those of us who are outside, while after you have opened, then other measures that I appeared before the panel and made the presentation, the state government maybe will be embarrassed enough to start doing their own bits. Generating, first of all, stimulating interest around this alone about LAUTECH. So we want to work on Kuberu. The case of LAUTECH right now is like a wild elephant. All our aim is that elephant needs to be a collective effort. Let other people also bring their own idea. If you want to go to Abuja, we support you. You want to go to wherever, we support you. Let's also donate. When we will win this battle. The world, Ukraine, US, UK, Nigeria, wherever, and you will see you will see part time what has been donated. You will see part time. So yes, you can call us by August, but you don't really need to call us. Just go to the website and you will see what has been donated. In fact, what we plan to do is also donated will also be there, so that lasting solutions come up with it. This is an idea that we believe most likely us try this idea. We have tried going to National Assembly. We have tried going to speak with some other people, but let us try this, and perchance maybe it will work. What is NUC's involvement? One of the alumni association, everybody is trying to pull their weight to ensure this is resolved. So, of course, NUC will also be involved. We intend to also engage as many stakeholders as possible. And then to the final question, 14 billion given to the university in 5 years, 97 bank accounts. I will not want to make a categorical statement of that issue because that issue is still being investigated. But let me say this. How much is 14 billion really in 5 years if your wage bill, so to say, is 350 million per month? How much actually is that? When the technical university has just been given, has been spent 5 billion on it in how many years? So if you look at it, what is 14 billion naira? What is 14 billion naira? When the technical university just unveiled, it is claimed that about 5 billion naira has been spent on it in how many years? You know, it has not even existed. Which is still, work in progress. So at 97 bank accounts we are talking about, I don't want to make a categorical statement on it. I am not a signatory to any of those accounts. I don't know whether it is an amalgam of association accounts, NUESA, student accounts, association accounts, and whatever. I think this is what the auditing is meant to achieve. Okay? So when the university is opened, we will also engage ASU. We are not going to keep quiet. We will engage ASU. We will engage NASU. If any of them wants to become a clog in the wheel of progress, I was a former student union president. I have not lost that spirit. I will mobilize against them. And I say it openly here. But I trust that the people we have there also, their parents, they also don't like this situation. Because what do you do about somebody who has not collected salaries in 8 months or 9 months? There is very little you can do about somebody who is hungry and angry. So that's why I believe that ASU and SANU and JAC and all other unions are very reasonable. But a hungry man is an angry man. So we're saying we will also engage them if need be. All of us, we have decided to donate our time and our efforts to ensure that this issue is resolved once and for all. If the issue of ownership of LAUTECH is going to be resolved, it will be within the two state governors. So we are ready to engage them to ensure that it is not only a temporary opening, but it will be something that will be sustained, because we'll engage them and ensure that the issue of ownership is resolved once and for all. Thank you.
Mr. West, I guess the first donor is actually Mr. Ijaya. He donated 1,000 naira.
What? He donated 1,000 naira?
He donated 1,000 naira. He donated 1,000 naira. Mr. West.
No, yes. Because today is the day of the unveiling. That was why I said 3 days ago. 3 days ago, you know, because today is the formal unveiling. It is after this event that all those, the website designer is here. Okay, and of course, if there are technical issues, we also want him to be engaged. That was why we asked him to come here so that people all over the world can ask him about security, you know, because I know those are some of the things that will be of concern, you know. So, but it is after the formal unveiling that all those things will come up.
Okay, let me also add this. Concerning, I think it may just be appropriate to ask the website designer, but even at that, we all have tasks which we superintend in bringing this thing to fruition. And I am very much in the know of the technicalities of the website. You know, you have to integrate the backend with the bankers and things. So those little technicalities are still in work in progress. The truth of the matter is that it does not make it inactive. You can actually transfer right from your phone or wherever, or you can even go straight to the bank to pay. I guess that was what Mr. Ijaya did. He paid via transfer. Now, Mr. Okweson, you asked a question about us bearing 7 billion and our short-term goal is 1 billion. Like Bayo had rightly said, our short-term goal is 1 billion to put a foot in the door to make sure that the negotiating parties are at the table. You understand? Now, be that as it may, the 7 billion naira is a spillover and is a target. We too want to endow something. We want to give this fund a life of its own. There are ideas running in the mind of people. I mean, Bayo is an accomplished banker. We have accomplished engineers. A time was when we were in the university. When I was in the university, the whole of Ogbomoso, Ilorin, and beyond were eating what we call LAUTECH bread. There was enough, and you can imagine how much that one is generating. If you start a bakery today in Nigeria, you know how much it is. There was distillery. We were making dry gin from food and technology. You understand? The Department of Chemical Engineering, Department of Professor Edowo. You understand? I finished from Fahid and applied that. Whenever we are having our week of art and exhibition, it is huge money for the institution. I remember myself and some of our colleagues with our supervisors, we were the one that constructed some sculptural pieces in Oshobo. You understand? There is a particular sculptural pieces that balanced on his finger. Those were part of our undergraduate work, supervised by one of our lecturers there, Dr. Akiton. I think he's a professor now. So these are things that LAUTECH can have a life of its own. A life of its own. But all this would not be achievable if that school is still short. Thank you.
My reaction, I'll make it quick. My reaction to Syria, the state government as Assad regime, the staff as the Space Syrian army. So there is a war in Syria, right? We have civilians, which are students, challenges that cannot be reversed. So our initiative is to make sure that we limit permanent damages. You see, you cannot help everybody according to my dear assistant. But if it is some few thousands, we can say we have achieved something. Thousands of lives. So do you get the answer now? It's not that we are going for short time. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, let me just round this up. This morning, somebody donated money to this website, donated 20,000 naira. So when you donated, because there's a platform where you see the full name, it was somebody I recognized. And immediately I put a call through to the person to thank him. When I called him, he's an alumnus and he works for one of the network service providers. When I called him and he picked and I said, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for the trust, even though we have not unveiled it formally. And he said one thing that struck me. He said, why are you thanking me? He said, I'm a Man U fan. Some years ago, when we wanted to buy Ronaldo back, and we were going to buy him for about £100 million, and they were raising money just to be able to buy. I was in England. I donated £5. Why will I not donate to my alma mater that will go into extinction? For me, I think that is the spirit. A lot of people would contribute to their football clubs without batting an eyelid. And the people will be asking questions about donating to the university that gave them their meal tickets. It's for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So I think we should just go to the official unveiling.
Okay. This is where we get to the source. This is where we get to the real thing we want to do. Officially, we are unveiling www.fundlautech.com. I want to read out the account number out to everybody wherever you are watching us. The account name is fundLAUTECH, and the Naira account, we are in Nigeria, of course. Naira is our currency, our legal tender. The account number is 562 008 2723. I'll take it again. You're in Nigeria, anywhere you are, you want to transfer, please get your phones ready wherever you are. Call your friends, call your parents if you are a student. Any amount, everything that you donate goes a long way. The Naira account 562 008 2723. If you go to the website, the account details is right there. Wherever you are, the bank is Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank. Wherever you are, if you are in the UK, you want to transfer pounds, we also have a pound account that has been opened. The account number for pounds is 525 011 5633. The account details for pounds is 525 011 5633. And for the USD, you want to transfer dollars, you're in America, wherever you are, the account number is 525 011 5648. I take it again, the USD account is 525 011 5648. In Nigeria, the Naira account is 562 008 2723. Now, Fidelity Bank. And we want to make the formal today. We know we have had a few donations, but on behalf of the fundLAUTECH project team, we're still going to take pledges from people who are here today. But on behalf of this team of 5 that are sitting here, Dr. Said Adetumbi, Mr. Olatunde Ajayi-Okpe, Comrade Rocco Ekpeleke, and Comrade Shola Kolawole, and myself, Bayade Yinka, together, we donate the sum of 1 million naira. We donate the sum of 1 million naira. If you are here today and you want to be part of this anywhere from the high table, from the audience, just raise your hand, announce your donation, and then we can close this. Anybody? Anybody? Is there anybody here? Thank you, my chairman. That's the chairman of Oyo State Alumni. Thank you.
Well, the other thing said, it's good to always have a way out of the lockdown. On behalf of the Oyo State chapter of the alumni, we'll be donating 20,000. On behalf of myself, it's going to be a staggered donation. but I'm making a commitment of donating 10,000 every month until we realize this one.
Thank you, my chairman. Thank you. 10,000 naira every month until we realize this one. Thank you. Wherever you are all over the world, we encourage you, please start donating right now. LAUTECH must not die. Hashtag fundLAUTECH. Anybody else in the audience, you're here? Anybody also want to take your donation? Okay, Alaji Owonikoko. I call on Alaji Owonikoko.
I don't know what to say about you guys, but since I've been being honest with you, this is the trend supposed to be educated long before now. Nobody's thinking about this initiative rather, and we are taking it to another level. God will bless you all.
Amen.
God will strengthen you.
Amen.
As a matter of one solidarity, and as a matter of trust, we are all products of LAUTECH, and I want to say this, that we know the antecedent of all of you sitting here. When I say we, I'm representing a larger part of this ex-LADOCAT. I'm going to say, one, I will take up the campaign to the US. That's for the alumni. I will take the campaign to Canada. And part of UK as well. I'm signing on, and you can be rest assured that I will give it a more loud noise than you can imagine. Yeah, for me, I flew in today because of this. I don't have belief in it, I will not come. I have no business to come to London. I'm telling you that I've been part of your campaign. By special grace of God, we are going to achieve more collectively. I'll give 50,000 today. I will be part of it, and I will press for all my friends, as I mentioned, in those countries. I beg,
yes, the soft water for them. The soft water will be online.
I'll give 50,000 today.
Any other donor? Any other donor in the audience?
On behalf of the good numbers of the honorable member that we started together in 2010, our Cabas good member revolved to this able song, which I will still post it on the website.
Thank you so much. Do we have any other donor in the house? Anybody?
Friends of LAUTECH.
Friends of LAUTECH.
Friends of LAUTECH now, please.
Anybody?
I'm looking at faces of friends of LAUTECH, and you are looking at me.
Anybody? Is there anybody before we close this? Okay, I can see Dele Bikunle raising his hand.
Okay.
Please give me the mic. Please give me the mic.
I was
then,
seeing
with that jacket.
Okay. I'm donating 20,000 naira to this cause. Thank you.
Please, let's quickly make. So we need to make this because we promised transparency. One of the press people just came to slip this. Even she doesn't want us to say it. She has just donated 1,000 naira.
Okay. Okay. Any other person in the audience? Any other donor? Any other donor? Okay. Hands are raised here, please. Quickly. Quickly.
Hello, Adeliti Oluwaseyi, aka IDA. One time SCG president in LAUTECH. Within my capacity, before leaving here, I will be donating a very simple amount that I don't want to disclose.
Okay, thank you. Yes, you can remain anonymous if you want. Thank you.
Sulaiman Kazim. I was the things that was student in a government president. On behalf of myself and my friends, donating to the person of 10,000 naira.
Thank you. Please, all these donations, please let them come in today, please, so that by the end of today, we'll be able to update the website and say it on the fundLAUTECH Facebook page. How much has been raised today? Okay, any other person? Is there any other person before we go to the vote of thanks? Okay, we want to thank you for this, and I'll call on Mr. Tunde Ajayi for the vote of thanks.
On behalf of the fundLAUTECH team, that is the initiator, Mr. Bayo Adeyinka, and the co-initiators, myself, Olatunde Ajayi Robo Egbeleke, Shola Kolawole, and Dr. Saeed Adetunigi. We say a big thank you, especially to members of the press, gentlemen of the press, and those of you who make time. I must underline Alhaji, even though he's an alumni, Engineer Sikiru Owonibubu, he actually flew in from Abuja today, specifically to attend this. You are highly, highly appreciated. Thank you all. God bless you. LAUTECH will not die. Now we are sure. LAUTECH will not die. fundLAUTECH. That's the hashtag. God bless you. Thank you.
Before you leave, don't forget that you have to make my Lagos story, a video that will put on social media. So if my LAUTECH story. So if you have a peculiar story that you want to share about LAUTECH, especially those of us that have been stranded one way or the other, I haven't been able to get my transcript in about 3 years. Wow. I don't know how to go about it anymore. All the dreams of whatever postgraduate degrees you want to attain is on hold because LAUTECH is on hold. So it's going to be a very bad cycle if we need it to go like that. So make your own story. The undergraduates, make your story. The graduates, make your story. I think the story has to start with you. Dr. Adetunbi, it looks like you're in real trouble. So the story on your phone and put it on social media, put the hashtag fundLAUTECH and let it go viral. Thank you.
Is that
Take your pictures.
Please, for those of us who have taken, please, we would like to, excuse me,
there's red carpets,
especially for those of you who have donated.
Roshola.
Hello, especially for those of you who have donated, there is a red carpet and there is I have donated tag which we would like for you to take pictures with. Please, please.
Let's go for red carpet.
Please. Let's go.
Let's go for the red carpet.
Let's go for the red carpet, please.
No, the red carpet. Let's go for it.
Let's do that.
Yes. Oh, yeah, come for red carpet.
Watch the red carpet. Watch the red carpet. Watch the red carpet.
Oh, okay, let me just we just got a donation. We just got a donation of 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira just came. Let's go for red carpet.
Okay.
Mami.
Orí yín nìkan là ń rí. Ó ṣì wá bí? I'll be back shortly.
Please, why is the person streaming live? Please come. Please, individual pictures, individual. Please stream me, stream us. Ẹni tó ń stream jẹ. One last thing. I donate. Yeah. I have donated to.
Come and support. And make sure it trends on your social media.
Next one.
Instagram, WhatsApp, everything.
Oh yeah, next person.
Yeah, you can join. Should be like a Oh yeah. Commitment. These are undergraduates. Okay, which department are you? What level?
Speak up.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Ó ṣì wà nínú even somebody that called.